Let's continue. Employment, growth, informalization and other issues. Let's start with unemployment. NSSO defines unemployment as a situation in which all those who, owing to lack of work, are not working but either seek work through employment exchanges, intermediaries, friends or relatives, or by making application to prospective employers or express their willingness or availability for work under the prevailing condition of work and remunerations. Yes, unemployment, the problem, is one of the most serious problem which is normally found in each and every country of the world. In short, what is meant by unemployment? Yes, unemployment, which refers to a situation in which people are willing and able to work at the existing wage rate. Yes, but do not get work. We'll be calling it as a unemployment. Types of unemployment in India: disguised unemployment, seasonal unemployment, open unemployment. Let's start with disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment refers to a state in which more people are in work than are really needed. We can see with an example. If two workers are needed on a piece of land and 5 workers are engaged on the same job, then the 3 workers are disguised unemployment. So, in a piece of land, yes, 2 workers are more than enough, but 5 members they are working in it. Yes, that the extra 3 will be calling it as a disguised unemployment. It is the most predominant form of unemployment in the agriculture sector of development country like India. The main problem of disguised unemployment is that apparently all seems to be employment, but marginal productivity of the surplus. Yes, the surplus labor is zero. That is, the contribution for the extra worker and the contribution of extra workforce is zero. We'll be calling it as a disguised unemployment. Let's move on to the other one, seasonal unemployment. Unemployment that occurs at certain season of the year is known as seasonal unemployment. So in India, the seasonal unemployment is predominantly associated with agriculture. Yes, and in the agriculture, the work is seasonal and there are no employment opportunity in the village for all the month in the year. So when there is no work to do on the farms, yes, the men go, they will migrate to the urban area and look for job, and they can come back again home village as soon as the rainy season begins. So the period of seasonal unemployment varies from state to state depending upon the method of farming, the condition of soil, the type and the number of crops grown, etc. We'll be calling it as a seasonal unemployment. Let's move on to the other one, open unemployment. Open unemployment refers to that economic phenomenon in which persons are able and willing to work at the prevailing wage rate but fail to get work. It is called open unemployment. Yes, so because such an unemployment can be seen and counted in terms of the number of unemployment people. So what does mean by open unemployment? It refers to the economic phenomenon in which persons, they are able and they are willing to work whatever may be the wage rate, but they are failed to get work. We'll be calling it as a open unemployment. Yes, so open unemployment is different from disguised unemployment. How? In case of open unemployment, workers are totally idle. But in the case of disguised unemployment, workers appear to be working and do not seem to be idling away their time. So these are two differences between open unemployment and disguised unemployment. Let's move on to the other one, the causes of unemployment. What are the causes of unemployment? slow rate of economic growth, population explosion, underdeveloped agriculture, defective educational system, slow growth of industry, decline of cottage and small scale industries, faculty planning, inadequate employment planning, low capital formation. Let's begin with the first. What does mean by slow rate of economic growth? Yes, the actual growth rate always lie for below the rate targeted in the 5 decades of planning, and the employment opportunity created under the plan could not keep pace with the addition to the labor force. So it's called a slow rate of economic growth. The second one, population explosion. The rapid rate of population growth has been another cause of unemployment in the country. So it has not been possible to generate so many employment opportunity and to observe the large growing labor force. Third, underdeveloped agriculture, heavy pressure of population on land, and the primitive method of agriculture operation are responsible for massive rural unemployment and underemployment in the country. Defective educational system. The prevailing education system in India is full of defects and it fails to make any provision for imparting technical and vocational education. As a result, the educated people are unable to meet the requirement of the firm. Fifth, slow growth of industry. Due to shortage of capital and lack of modern and advanced technology, industrial sector could not gain its momentum and could not generate sufficient employment opportunity in the country. The sixth, decline of cottage and small scale industries. A number of traditional villages and cottage industries have declined over the year due to change in the demand preferences and emergence of more efficient modern industries. So as a result, what will happen? The large number of people have become unemployed. Faculty planning. The plan could not stop the migration of the rural population into urban area. The plan were unable to encourage use of labor-intensive techniques of agricultural and industrial production. So the plan have failed to put due emphasis on employment generating program like development of fishery, dairy products, poultry farming, and insufficient infrastructure facilities have greatly hampered the expansion of work opportunities. Next, the eighth point, inadequate employment planning. Low priority has been given to employment objective in the plan. There has been a complete absence of any legal provisions to implement employment generating scheme. The last, low capital formation. Low rate of capital formation has hampered the growth potential in the agriculture and industrial sector. Consequently, job creation capability for the both sector has been affected adversely. So these are the causes of unemployment, slow rate of economic growth, population explosion, underdeveloped agriculture, defective educational system, slow growth of industry, decline of cottage and small scale industry, faculty planning, inadequate employment planning, low capital formation. Yes, now let's move to remedial measures for unemployment. Yes, the first one, accelerating growth rate of GDP. Second, control of population growth. Third, development of agricultural sector. Fourth, encouragement to small scale enterprises. Fifth, improvement in infrastructure. Sixth, special employment program. Yes, next, seventh, improvement of employment exchanges, creation of self-employment opportunity, reform of educational system, and at the last, manpower planning. Let's start with accelerating growth rate of GDP. The total employment problem can be solved through only the process of accelerated growth. So, the growth rate of GDP between 8% and 9% are needed over the next 10 years. Yes, so only we can able to achieve a significant improvement in the employment situation. Second, control of population growth. The rapid growth rate of population should be slowed down so that the additional job created do not fall short of new entrants to the labor market. Yes, and therefore effective and meaningful population control like population control policy like family planning program. Third, development of agriculture sector. Agricultural growth is important to increase labor productivity and equality of employment. So, there is a need for agricultural revolution through improved techniques, extension of irrigation facilities, reform of land laws, increase in public investment, etc. Fourth, encouragement to small scale enterprises. To encourage the small sectors need to be encouraged through multiple initiatives like liberal finance, technical training, supply of raw materials, infrastructure facilities, yes, and marketing of the products. So we can able to boost up the small scale enterprises. Next, improvement in infrastructure. The infrastructure facilities like health, education, irrigation, electricity, roads, etc. Yes, are critical for overall development of the economy. Special economic programs. Special economic programs which aim at providing wage employment and self-employment opportunity should be implemented. Yes, now the seventh point, improvement of employment exchanges. Employment exchanges spread all over the country and of great assistance in directing of job seeker to the possible area of employment. Eighth, creation of self-employment opportunities. Government should provide various facilities like financial assistance, training of skills, supply of inputs, marketing of product, etc. to be generate for more employment opportunities. Ninth, reform of educational system. The present system of education system should be made more occasional and work oriented. 10th, manpower planning. The future requirement of educated manpower should be forecasted and accordingly it take into different professional courses should be determined. So these are the remedial measures for unemployment. Yes, so far we discussed about what is mean by unemployment and then types of unemployment discussed, seasonal, open unemployment, and what are the causes of unemployment and remedial measures for unemployment. Thank you, students.